Hello Virgo, welcome to 3 Rabbit Tarot. Thank you so much for joining us for your weekly reading for the week of February 21st to February 28th. We're going to be pulling a bunch of cards here to get an idea of your general energy going into the week, as well as any challenges that you'll be facing and some advice on how to overcome those challenges. So Virgo, here in your area of general energy, we have the Spirit Song Tarot deck. We have the 8 of Feathers, which is telling you to have courage and to seek solutions here. So Virgo, in your recent readings, you've had kind of difficulty moving away from a toxic situation. But starting here with your general energy for this week, we have the 8 of Feathers card, which is talking about courage and finding solutions here with like the mouse on this card. You can often think of mice as being like a little bit timid, but they can be incredibly brave and kind of get themselves out of terrible situations. And I think that right now, like whatever this toxic situation that you were in was, I think that you're starting to make steps out of it, but things aren't going to change overnight basically. So I think that you're still like making this journey right now, Virgo. Here in the recent past, though, we have the Star card, a little bit of positivity there, and then a 3 of Pentacles going into your future. So here in your area of the recent past, we have the Star card. So I'm seeing a Virgo who is almost maybe reaching some kind of like recognition. I'm almost seeing like just like online recognition. So if you're like if there's a Virgo out there who is some kind of artist or something, or doing something online where they're gaining like a lot of exposure, I think that you've found success recently, and maybe it's that success that's kind of given you like a little bit more confidence for finding solutions for other areas of your life. So, I mean, these readings are going to cover way more than just like your family life or something. It would be a shame if every single reading followed the same topic, but these things kind of tie in together. So there's one area of your life right now, I see a Virgo who's like really like on the cusp of finding like huge success with what they're doing. And I think that because you have like that success, is going to give you more strength, more courage, and also a little bit of a sense of community as well. Here with the 3 of Pentacles card, I think that you're going to be recognized for your work by some sort of community. So if you're like an artist or something, or if you're doing something online, if you're doing, getting into YouTube or something, or just like posting more of your artwork online, I think that you're really going to find like this really supportive community that you're going to be able to build up for yourself, Virgo. Here in your area of above, though, we have the 5 of Cups card. So this is the energy that you're kind of putting out into the world right now. This is how the world is seeing you, like how you're presenting yourself to the world right now with the 5 of Cups card. So you're just feeling a little bit downtrodden, though. And I think that you're not focusing enough on really the power that you have right now. Like there are these 3 cups knocked over, and of course, there's going to be some negativity in your life that kind of like throws you off kilter. If you're dealing with like a really toxic family situation, for instance, which has been a theme of like some of your past readings, I think that you can be focusing a little bit too much on that and not focusing enough here on the possible successes that you could be having. And that success is going to come from building up like the strong community. If you're really into the arts, just start building up a community for yourself. It's so easy to do. Start throwing stuff up on TikTok and Instagram and start building a community for yourself. Here in your area below, we have the Justice card. I think that you're getting ready. I think that you're moving into a position right now where you're going to be able to make some tough calls and tough decisions, dealing with like toxic friends, toxic family members. I think that you're moving into a position right now, Virgo, where you're feeling more confident about moving away from individuals who aren't serving you. Here in your area of advice, we have the Strength card. And in your area of external factors, we have the Judgment card. So definitely whatever community that you could build up for yourself, I see it as like giving you like the momentum to move forward. So really like change other aspects of your life. Here with your area of advice, we have the Strength card. You don't have to, these toxic people, Virgo, you don't have to like go out and do anything crazy. You don't have to go and like beat them up or something. But this is about, we have like the rabbit here, taming the lion, just through like a little bit of compassion. I think that you can get out of this toxic situation without causing too much of a stir. Here in your area of external factors, we have the Judgment card. You're going to be forced to really like make an option. You're going to be forced here, Virgo, to like really make some sort of change. you're going to be confronted. Like eventually, like the success that you find here, you're going to start to feel like, I'm getting so much love and adoration from this community that I'm building up. And so why don't I have that in my real life, basically? So I think that Virgo, you're going to be making some big changes in your real life here. So I think that Virgo is going to be making some huge changes in their life because of that success that they could build for themselves. Here in your hopes and fears, we have the Queen of Wands card. I think that you could almost be afraid of losing somebody significant to you. If you're moving away from, let's say like a toxic family, for instance, and you decide, okay, I'm gonna like just cut them off or something. I think that you can be a little bit worried because there might be somebody there. There could be like this Queen of Wands, like this really creative individual who might have helped set up this situation for you. They might have helped like, if you're really interested in like, just like some kind of like different arts or something, maybe this is the individual who inspired you. They're also part of that family unit, so you almost feel like a little bit conflicted because you think to yourself, okay, if I cut off those people, how are they going to feel about it too? And I wouldn't worry too much. I think that they'll be pretty understanding in this transition. So I think that they'll be willing to like make that journey with you and kind of understand that you want to take some distance from other people, but that doesn't mean that you're going to cut them off necessarily. And here in your outcome, we have the Page of Swords card, which is a super positive energy to have going into something new. For me, the Page cards are all about like tapping into like that naive, like that strength that comes with being naive about a new situation. So you don't know what all the obstacles are, but because of that, you feel so hopeful. So I think that whatever this creative enterprise that you can build up for yourself right now, you're feeling incredibly excited about it. And I'd say really just kind of focus more on that and focus less on like these toxic people, because investing so much energy in them really isn't going to change your situation at all. And it's not going to give you anything to be proud of at the end of the day, Virgo. And Virgo, here at the end of your reading, we're going to pull 3 cards for 3 yes, no, or maybe questions. So if you want to pause the video and think of those 3 questions. And for your first question, we have a yes. For your second question, I have a maybe. And for your last question, I have a definite no on that, Virgo. So Virgo, thank you so much for joining us at 3 Rabbit Tarot. If this reading has resonated with you, please check out your sun, moon, and rising. Also, we were going to do a 100 subscriber clarification reading for this week, but I felt like it was a little unnecessary. It was a little bit overkill for this stage of our channel. So what we're going to do is every 100 subscribers, we're going to do a monthly reading. So we're going to give you the lowdown for all of March. Hopefully next week that'll be done. So we're going to have the weekly readings and a monthly reading for the week of March. And every time that we hit 100 subscribers, there'll be a new monthly reading for that next month that's coming up. So Virgo, thank you so much for joining us at 3 Rabbit Tarot, and we'll see you next week.